We're in Chicago, Illinois at a place called Schubas, and ZO2 is going to perform, which we're very excited about because we were here, I'd say almost a year ago, and it was a great turnout. So, you know, we're excited to be back, obviously.
Chicago seems like a town where it's still into its music. So it's great, so, you know, they want to see a live band.
What I can say is that the crowd was fantastic. It was a sellout crowd, and, you know, that's what we look for when we look for audiences, just people who are really into it. Because you can have a packed house, and they're just not there with you, you know, whereas you may have sometimes maybe 10, 15 people, and they're really into it, and it feels much better than if you have a sellout. And in Chicago, we had both.
They sense sincerity. That's our motto. It's like you have to be sincere because I think people can really see through it. And for us, we are sincere on that stage. Like, we absolutely love what we do. It's like, I'm just telling you right now, I love being on stage. I mean, it could be one person in the crowd, it could be 1,000 people, it doesn't matter. And I think people feel that. You just feel it. So I think for us, we exude that on stage. We just put it out there and then they'll give it back. If you're not giving it to them, you're not going to get it back. At least that's our mentality.
It clicks in certain areas. I guess it's the cool areas that it clicks in, right? Am I right? But it's weird that some places you go to and it clicks and it's just right. We hit Ohio and it's great. We hit Chicago, it's great.
When you're on the road, you pretty much are only focused on the performance. You know what I mean? Like, so when you're home, you have, you know, everyone's calling, you have to, you know, you gotta bring in your laundry or pick up your dry cleaning, or you gotta go to the mechanic, or, oh, you know, I gotta get milk or whatever it is. When you're on the road, it's like every day you have one purpose. You wake up, you hit the road, you sound check, you perform, you sign boobs, you eat, you go to sleep, you repeat. It's the best.
New York is great to play, but we've played it 2 million times, so we see a lot of the same faces. It's our family and our friends and the regulars, so we love to get out of town and hit different cities and just see all new people that are super enthusiastic about our music. It's great.
So now that we're kind of like, you know, we have this time to tour, for us it's very exciting because we're finally back on the road and doing what we love to do. And what I think personally is what we do best. I think this is, you know, really where we shine.
The website is www.zo2.com. That's the letter Z, the letter O, and the number 2.com. And we even have something in the very beginning where we walk out onto the screen, which is a really, really cool thing to have. And we walk out and we basically introduce ourselves and welcome you to our website.
Welcome to ZO2.com. I'm Paulie.
I'm David.
I'm Joey.
And we're ZO2.
Now that you're here, you should check out our new CD, Casino Logic,
Which you can get on this website.
So feel free to roam around, check out videos, music, pictures, show dates, etc., etc. It's all here.
And if you need any help, we're going to be right over here. Just ask.
Holla!
Paulie actually designed our website, and I think he did a great job because when you go to it, it's very simplistic. But at the same time, it shows a lot. There's a lot of links. You can see our videos, you can see our photos, you can go to our news page. Again, very interactive. For instance, when you go to the bios page, rather than just seeing text and reading the bio, you can actually click with your mouse on a page that looks like it's an old rustic book, and you can flip the pages over, you know, which is very, very interesting. And you know, I think for somebody who's just, you know, browsing through a website, it's something fun to do. It's interactive.
Get Season 2 on Z-Rock in stores June 8th.
And as far as favorite scene, probably got to be, without a doubt, me grabbing Joan Rivers' boobs. I mean, come on. How many people can say they did that? I did that. Like, if I died right now, I did it. And they were nice. Oh my God, I just grazed your boobie, and I apologize.
It's fine. These are not my breasts. It means nothing. Go, squeeze, go, squeeze, the harder.
No.
Harder, go ahead.
No. This is not what it looks like.
All right, let go of my aunt's breast, Paulie.
It's a lot of fun.
Painted Lady actually came about myself and my younger brother Brian, who directs a lot of our videos. We were sort of watching different videos and trying to get an idea, a vibe for what we wanted to do with Painted Lady. And sort of the basis for it was a video Lady Marmalade with Pink and Christina Aguilera, that whole Moulin Rouge burlesque kind of vibe. And so we wanted to kind of get something like that, obviously on a very limited budget. It's tough to do it, but we pulled in a lot of favors, and we figured what could be better than surrounding yourself with, 50 hot naked girls, the whole day shooting a video. And then the story kind of just came out from that.
So we said, let's put this one out. It's a little, a little bit of everything, a little bit of rock and roll, a little bit of pop, a little bit of everything, so everyone could really enjoy it. So we said, let's do this video first, and then we'll go on from there. Painted Lady was the first single on Casino Logic that we just released last summer. And it was a lot of fun to do. We had a big auditorium, a lot of half-naked women, and it was a lot of fun.
I think for me, the most fun part was doing our alter egos, where we were the business guys. And that was my idea, by the way. The thing we have is our sense of humor and our personality. If that doesn't come out, what is it? It's just a well-produced video, and that's it. So we produced I produced a video for a song called No Way Out, which is a funny story. I'll try to make it quick, but basically, I have no video experience whatsoever. I'm the art guy. I book. I'm a schmoozer. Like, video is not my thing, right? And I said, listen, we should get more videos out there. I've noticed, we need to get them. They don't all have to be giant productions. Like Painted Lady, David produced and did an amazing job, but you can't do that every couple of months. That's something you could do maybe twice a year if you're lucky. So I said, why do they all have to be like that? Let's do some more scaled down ones, something that's more based on the storyline or the visual, and it could be very, very DIY.
We just shot another music video for a song called No Way Out. And the interesting thing is, Painted Lady was actually the single off of our record Casino Logic. So it made sense that we made a video for it. No Way Out really was more sort of like a B-side. We never really had plans to really push that song, but the thing that made that song unique is we had Mr. John Popper from Blues Traveler. He guest starred on that song, and he was playing harmonica on it. And we said, how great would it be if we did a video and we had him actually in it? So we, we took that idea, and this time we made it a lot less produced. We didn't want to break out all the bells and whistles, and I produced Painted Lady, Paulie produced No Way Out. And I think he did a really good job because, we kind of scaled it down, but still made it very interesting. We had to be more creative because we didn't have as much production to deal with and to worry about and to rely on.
I storyboarded this idea that it was like basically the camera never moves, it's one shot, and it's a storyline. We play characters, and it's kind of a farmer's daughter thing. And, look, I did it, so I can't be objective. I think it came out good, but, we'll see what people think. But the main thing is that Dave and Joey like it, because as long as the band likes it, it's like a song. As long as you're happy with your work, I think, again, people will respond to that.
So this video stars John Popper and also Jackie Moore, who was the actress in Painted Lady. She stars in this one as well. And it's sort of, kind of looks like a play, if you will. It's sort of the camera never moves. It's a one stable shot. And I'm happy to say it's pretty interesting and funny without any camera angles, without any cuts or anything like that.
For us, we're like, how do we engage these people in the meantime? And I was like, why don't we just do, my brother's like a video guru. He's got all this equipment and stuff. So let's just film little clips. I mean, the stuff that happens with us, it's just, honestly, you can't write it. Really, I'm amazed that the three of us are not either dead or in jail. It's ridiculous. So I had pushed and pushed and pushed, and finally we all said, okay, let's do it. So we started putting out these little webisodes, and we're going to do more. If you go to zo2.com, there's links to all our other stuff. But if you want to just go directly to the webisodes, you go to youtube.com/zo2videos. And those videos you will see. If you're interested, off the subject for a second, I actually have a radio show now. It's called The PaigeYes Show. And it's on iTunes, it's free, you can subscribe. And it's kind of the same concept as the webisodes. Every guest that I have on the radio show, I think the one question I ask is mainly like, what's your either favorite place to eat or a place that you recommend that might be like either a chain or a local place to anywhere. It doesn't have to be their hometown. I just say, just tell me, like, give our listeners a recommendation. And it's really cool, some of the stuff they come up with. They say like, oh, if you're in Mississippi, you gotta go to, you know, big Uncle Jack's Shrimp Shack, and you gotta get the this and get the that. And eventually what I'd love to do is, you know, go to these places and try what they recommend and like put together a whole, you know, menu of what I like and what they like. And because the three of us, we love food, you know, and so that's a big thing I think you see on Z-Rock too. You can see that theme. So, you know, that's what we talk about and that's what we do. What I'd love to have is the deep dish, you know? I mean, isn't that's a Chicago thing, right? So I don't think we ever have had that. I don't think I've had Chicago deep dish pizza. So I would love it. I should, right? I haven't lived, you see? You see? But that's my point. So that's what I was talking about. And now, if we go have Chicago deep dish pizza, what we'll do is, instead of just doing it, we'll videotape it. Because there's always, it's bound to turn into something. There's always something, you know what I mean? Whether it's me haggling over the check like I just did in Rochester, because they didn't give me my brisket, and I paid for brisket, and they didn't give it to me. So I had the guy, the manager, come over, and then I made him bring the brisket. And I got free pie, too. And he took off $8, believe me. Huh? Huh? I'm good. But we have it on film.